All right, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to talk about the Rivian R1T and my thoughts on the current market. Of course, we're going to look at some data on it, and spoiler alert, they are going down. The R1T model specifically, as they should be. We're just going back to normal times where prices or vehicles lose 10% when you drive off the lot. So I'm hoping. I do have a Rivian R1T on order. Hopefully Rivian doesn't ban me for not flipping or flipping, but I do want to have one on order. But at the same time, if I can get one in, a good price point that's, what I would pay for a new one, then maybe I will jump into another one again. But today we're going to talk all about the Rivian, all about the R1T specifically, of course not the R1S because that's too new, too crazy and all that stuff. But welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another stream. My name is Dennis. I've had 3 Teslas so far, a Model 3, a Model Y, and a Model S. And I love talking about Tesla hacking, or basically Tesla buying and selling and financing at a good rate to get you the best deal. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Calendly link. If you have questions on buying a Tesla and you're confused and you don't know what to do, but you want to speak to someone one-on-one that's done this a couple times before, you can actually schedule a call with me down below in the description. It's a quick 15-minute call. It's a quick scheduling service, but it's a 15 to 30-minute call. You can ask me one-on-one any questions that you have about buying a Tesla or even buying any car with financing rates. I do have a financing, the credit union that I found that has low rates at 2.99 to 60, and I've recommended to a bunch of people so far. So definitely hit that Calendly link if you want to schedule a call with me. But let's get into the video on Rivian. Okay, let's just jump into it. So the Rivian, it's expensive, it's up there, but I think it's a decent deal for what it is in comparison to like a Model Y or even a Model X. Because the R1T starts at $73,000, and the Model Y is a $66,000 car currently at a long range base setup right now. So it's definitely, I think it's worth it. Paying that extra premium $6,000 for an actual truck, I think is actually a good deal. But let's get into it. So the Rivian's been out for a bit, right? We've seen deliveries, we've seen people taking delivery. I see them on the road all the time, especially here in California. It's because they have an office in Irvine. And their vehicle, 73K, I think some of them early on were like 67K. So people could be driving in Rivians that have paid like 75 to 80K out the door. And they could be trying to sell them for profit, or they would make some money if they were to try and sell them for some profit. But let's get into some of the data. So this is Manheim auction that shows wholesale to wholesale from other dealers, not private party in any sort of fashion whatsoever. But you can see here, we have put in 2022 Rivian R1T. We've got the adventure package because that seems to be the only ones that actually get sold at the auction for some reason. And if we scroll down, we'll actually see some sales within the past weeks or even past month for dealer to dealer wholesale auction. And spoiler alert, it has gone down. So you can see right here, the 28th, there was one that went for $92,000 for only 270 miles. So this was definitely a flip. 2 of them went on the 20th of October, one for $93,000 with 421 miles. And this one is just super weird to me. I don't know what the heck happened with this one, because it also went same day, $87,000 or $88,000, only 47 miles on it, and the grade or condition was a 5 out of 5. It's a blue one, so maybe people just don't like that blue. It's too weird, but it ran in Pennsylvania. It looks like the same time that this other one the day before went for $92,000 with 1,500 miles. So definitely super weird, but it's good to see that these are finally going off their peak. At one point, Rivian's R1Ts were being resold for like $110,000, $120,000, which is way too much. But this is good to see that it's finally starting to trend down in the auctions, which is good, because the days of driving off the lot and just making $10,000, $20,000 is definitely going away, and you will lose 20,000 or 10 to 20% driving off the lot. So hopefully these get back into the normal range. range, then that we could probably get like a Rivian truck for like 80K, but that's probably not going to be for at least another 3 to 6 months. Definitely well into Q1, Q2, but before that summer fever or spring fever when everybody just goes crazy and wants to like get new cars and all that stuff. But this is super interesting to see that Rivians are also not affected. I mean, they are affected, not shielded by the current economics or current market of the vehicles. Everything is starting to soften down, but definitely super good. So I'm actually curious. What is the cheapest? What's the cheapest Rivian R1T for sale in the country? So here's cars.com. Let's just try and find it. So we're going to switch to, let's see, where's the make on this? Okay, Rivian right here. That's a thing. And Rivian. And then we'll switch it to R1T. 149 R1Ts available. Am I sorted by zip code? No, all miles in the country. R1T. So anybody want to guess what the cheapest one is? Oh, it's already lowest price. Ooh, interesting. Is this real? So the cheapest R1T 2022 in the country is at $94,000, but it's not really close to us where we're at right here. But let's see. Interesting. Okay, adventure package, limestone, not a bad color. 22-inch rims, but yeah, $92,000. That is not bad. That's a cool color too. $94,000, not too shabby at all. So the prices are definitely going down. It looks like here's another one at $94,000. This is that cool green with the sick rims. So I can actually, now I take that back. Maybe we'll start to see some 2022 Rivian R1Ts in the 80K range. And this is interesting too, because this is a launch edition. Supposedly, I feel like the launch editions held more weight and more value, but I guess not. These are also being affected as well, and they are also coming down here. So it looks like there's a ton in the mid-90s range, which is not good for everybody that's trying to sell them. Looks like all of these or most of these are dealers. None of these are private sellers. So all these dealers are basically trying to make a quick buck, or they bought them at a certain price and now they're just trying to resell them at a quick buck as well. So definitely super interesting. I think if I could get like a Rivian for like low 80s, like slightly used, like maybe under like a couple thousand miles, it might be worth it. But I'm curious now. Let's go to Car Buyer USA, which is our favorite wholesaler website that we try to check value, that we use to check values of cars to try and sell, to see if like it makes any sense to buy the car and then flip it or whatever. But those days are long over. But let's put in a 2022 Rivian R1T. We'll just go with like whatever the adventure package, I guess. What miles should we put in here? I guess we'll just put in like 1,000 miles just to say like we bought it, we drove it for a little bit, and now we're going to sell it. I feel like this is going to be low. Oh, interesting. Wow. Okay, so if I had an R1T right now and I absolutely needed to get rid of it, I would only get $82,000, which is, it's not bad in a sense if you paid like 67K plus all the options, or if you paid like 75K plus all the options, or like 75K plus the taxes, like you're still break even. Like hopefully you were able to drive it for a little bit, but this is definitely interesting. So you gotta be really careful if you're buying a 2022 or taking delivery of a 2022. The value of these Rivians are definitely going down. But let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Like, do you have a Rivian on order? Are you waiting to see if you can take a delivery? I'm kind of scared now because my Rivian, the thing with Rivian is you can put one on order, you give them $1,000, that's refundable, but they don't lock in any sort of price. You kind of just like are just willy-nilly. They can change whatever price they want on you, but hopefully they won't go too crazy. I mean, it starts at $73,000. Like, how many options can you really get? But you could probably get up to $80,000, $85K as a sale price before paying any tax. So this can get super, super scary. So I don't know. I'm getting a little nervous on this one. I mean, to be honest, I might wait it out a little bit. Because if the Model S refresh and the Model X refreshes are starting to come down on price from retail price, like definitely the Rivian, then we might see a Rivian that's used, that's cheaper than a new one, which we're supposed to be. We're supposed to see that in normal economic times with the used car market. But thanks for watching this quick video on the Rivian market that's basically trending down. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this one. I actually been watching the Rivian market for sure, and it's really cool to see that they finally are starting to reflect, and also the Rivians are affected by the current market as well. So hopefully we'll start to see a 2022 Rivian R1T adventure package in the 80s for quickly, because 88K, I mean 80K, I think I'm good, but we'll see. We got to see. I mean, I've been really hoping and waiting to drive one of these and test it out for myself. I can go to the test drive in Irvine because they invited me for like a 4-hour one, but I want to own it. I want to put it through its paces, put like 10,000 miles on it, and then see what happens after that. But thanks for watching this quick video on the Rivian market. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Please hit that like if you're enjoying it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.